Today I want to talk about having integrity with yourself as a trader. So here's what came up today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is James. I'm a forex trader. I run a community called Leveled FX also, where I help other traders learn how to develop themselves as traders. Now, before you get any ideas, no, I'm not a course seller. I do not make money from selling courses. I make money from trading the forex markets. And for anybody that does actually want to learn my approach, so if this is you and you want to learn a little bit more about what I do, you can actually go to school.com/leveledfx. Everything I teach in there is for free. If you want extra help, there is that as well, which is paid. But if you don't pay, I believe you don't pay attention. So with that being said, there's something that came up today in the paid community where I'm coaching the guys. Every day we jump on daily calls where we break down the market and we go over anybody's trade ideas that they have for the day. I share my own, people share theirs. And something that came up for me with this, and it's an important point that I shared with the group today, and I'll play the video for you in just a moment, is sharing our own trade ideas with other people and them sharing theirs with yours does not mean that you should change your approach to the market for that day. I'm a big believer in, well, what I get the guys to do in the group is to plan their trades each day. So the way I trade, there will be obvious opportunities that are upcoming during the day. I'm not a scalper or somebody that sits on the charts all day, despite what you may see in the background here. This is literally just for monitoring when I am at my desk. But for the most part, I rely on TradingView and TradingView alerts to tell me when we're coming to an area of interest where I'll look to do some business. But yeah, going back to it, sharing trade ideas with one another is great, but I get people to plan their trades in the morning. And so the message today is that if you're somebody that's currently in a signal group or part of a community that constantly pings you all day long with people's ideas and trade setups, it's probably doing your head in. And and it would do mine in as well. It's also 100% stopping you from progressing as a trader. See, the problem is when you rely on other people for your trading, you will never actually make any progress. All of the progress is in the journaling and the work that we do in the paid group. And so the message today that I wanted to share with people is following your own plans. So I'm just going to go ahead and play the video that I shared to the group today. You let me know what you think. Hey guys, so just a real quick one in this video. I wanted to cover off something that happened today that's actually creates a really good point. And that is that if somebody else doesn't want to take a trade for whatever reason, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't. Your trade tracker is just that. It's your trade tracker, not somebody else's, it's yours. So if you've decided that there's a level and if it gets hit today, you're going to take it, you should take it. Your data will tell you what is right and what is wrong and what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. Person A that didn't want to take today's trade on Euro New Zealand didn't take today's trade on Euro New Zealand. And that's absolutely fine because it fits their psychology. It fits with what they're looking for. They're practicing patience and therefore not wanting to enter this trade for whatever reason. Now, they can journal that the trade actually worked out, or they can also argue the fact that it still wasn't a trade for them because it could have gone either way, right? If you're person B and you did get into the trade today on Euro New Zealand, it was this clean 4-hour level right here. It was just coming up to average true range on Euro New Zealand. I personally, I did not take this trade today either. I know that some people did. And the same thing applies, like the same rules. Like you want to wait for the first area of potential struggle to get hit, which it did. The first area of potential struggle is where we bounced initially. It was this wick. It was kind of like what we were looking at. You can see price came down and bounced right off the wick and went all the way back up, retested the entry, and has then continued to come down. All eyes on the dollar index. Like I said, right from the beginning, the dollar index had hit this 4-hour level. This is when we initially started to see the pullback on Euro New Zealand. Then price came back up on the dollar index, did not break the 4-hour level, retested it, and then sold off once again. And so my advice is always to watch what is driving the market. And in this case, the dollar was driving the market. There's nothing else today. There's no fundamental data being released. It's just a very clean day to trade. But there's no right and wrong, okay? If you took the trade, great. If you took the trade, but it wasn't part of your plan, that's bad. But if it was in your plan, you had every right to take that trade. If you didn't take the trade because you had the level marked up, but you just didn't feel comfortable with taking the trade, that's also fine as well, because you followed your plan and you told yourself, I'm not going to take this trade because of X, Y, Z. Great. You have integrity with yourself and you're not going against what you said you were going to do. The worst thing that you could do is tell yourself that you're not going to take the trade, and then somebody else in the community says, I'm taking the trade, and then you change your mind because somebody else has said that they're taking the trade. And the same thing goes for me. I'm always very careful to share exactly what I'm getting in and why I'm getting into it and whatever, because this isn't about me. This is about you guys developing as traders. And so the minute we all start giving each other signals, essentially, of what trades we're looking to get into, we take away the right that we have as a trader to develop ourselves, and we start relying on other people. And everybody in here is pretty new to trading. I am pretty new to trading in the sense that I haven't been doing it for 20 years. I've been doing it for 5 years, but it doesn't mean that everything that I do and say is right. I'm teaching you guys the principles that you need to follow in order to develop yourself as a trader. So hopefully that makes sense. And it's a really important point because I don't want to create FOMO in this community. I'm completely against Telegram groups and basically communities as they're currently known for, like Discord channels, anything that's really like instant messaging and just very noisy. I'm totally against that. I believe trading should be an individual sport, but we should have the ability to talk about it together amongst ourselves. And if we've got ideas that we want to share, absolutely share them. But I'm just saying, and also I encourage you to share them, but I'm just saying, if it's not in your plan, then don't take the trade just because somebody else did. And also, if it's in your journal, but you've decided not to take the trade, that's also absolutely fine. All right. So that's the message for today. I hope that makes sense. And I want to see you guys being as independent as possible. And, there's no right or wrong in trading. There's just integrity with yourself. So yeah, that was the message. Once again, if you're somebody that has been running around, joining every single forex community that's free, that eventually sells you a course or whatever, and you just feel like you're getting nowhere with what you're doing, highly encourage you to check out Leveled FX and what I'm doing there. It's Leveled FX. So it's school.com/leveledfx. I'll put a link below this video if you want to check it out. It's totally free. I do a full course in there on my approach to trading. And if you like what you see and you want to actually speed up your progress, what I'm actually doing is I'm trying to get 100 funded traders or 100 people funded as traders within the next 12 months. The community is my vehicle to do that. And so if you're serious about achieving results and replacing your income with forex trading, then I believe that I'm one of the best people to help you with that, because it wasn't so long ago that I also struggled with all the same things that I see people struggling with in the group. As a trader, I'm constantly developing myself. You don't reach a pinnacle point where everything all of a sudden is amazing and you know everything and you can call every trade. It doesn't exist. You need to constantly be working on yourself as a trader, but I have an edge, and that's what you need to develop as well. If you develop an edge and you understand how to do that, I guarantee you, as I say to the guys in the community, there is absolutely zero reason why anybody should be taking prop firm challenges and failing. The only reason that you're going to fail a prop firm challenge is if you're gambling, as in you haven't actually learnt the skill of trading yet, or if you're over risking. That's the only way I can see that you would ever fail a prop firm challenge. But if you follow everything that I do in my approach to trading, I guarantee you'll be able to do that. So once again, that's school.com/leveledfx. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. It'd be great to have you inside the community.